Welcome back.
Five seconds left. Radiant's turn to ban. Seconds. 5 seconds left. It's Dyer's ban now.
Team Secret's turn to ban.
Yeah. For a lot of teams against Secret, I think you should elevate it, given the impact we're seeing out of Fatal Bonds is an insane ability.
It's such an enabler as well.
In the draft, Bonds is insane. You have a BKB stun. It just the slow as well. Super underrated. Like when you're trying to take Roshan and you get like the slow on the right hand side on the hill. Like there's no way they can contest.
5 seconds left.
Upheaval. That's the name, not slow.
I think like Abaddon.
I love the fact that you beat yourself up when you get stuff wrong.
Honestly, it's so annoying.
I mean, honestly, like half of casting, I feel like, is just being able to sit there and click abilities just to make sure you remember. What was Omni Knight's W ability?
Start describing
Dude, I have to give you props, by the way. I know we haven't spoken about it, but I have to give you props for the last game.
Yeah.
Is that team fight from 34 minutes till 39 minutes? I don't know how you breathe. Like, how did you take in oxygen during that time?
Here's what happened, Paul. I pretty much stored up all my energy from the incredibly boring first 30 minutes of every single one of those games and just kind of built up and built up. And finally, we had a really epic fight.
Unleash. All right, let it all go. That was an amazing last 5 minutes of that game. Absolutely incredible. Morph early ban from Evil Genesis. That's interesting. Chen obviously on the side of Secret. Not a surprise to see that one ban out. We're expecting the Wisp to be banned. We know that Evil Genesis are a very good Wisp team, and Secret will play it if it's free.
I would like to see Secret ban a hero other than IO right now. See what EG bans, and then they can then decide if they want to ban the IO, or they can just ban the gyro, giving EG the IO. There's the Abaddon.
The Abbas ban.
So I thought that might have been one of the heroes that they would test Evil Geniuses with, just because, again, I think it's a pretty good Rubik steal, but also it's like so laning focused, but it's very defensive in that regard. I would imagine that fits well into Team Secret's greed, but apparently not here. I do feel like Pango's one they've already answered with the LGD series. I think the opener of Pango and then the counter of Rubik and Ogre, two supports that you just don't want to play Pango into. Ogre's too tanky, and you've got a free steal all the time for Rubik.
5 seconds left.
Let's go Secret.
Chants are already starting.
Yeah, I'm expecting plenty of chance in this grand final.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially for, I think I'm definitely a little bit leaning towards Team Secret because every single team, like a lot of fans I talk to, they'd be like, oh, I'm a big NIP fan, or oh, like I really wanted VP to be here, or any other teams, right? OG, oh, they got Liquid, you know, all these teams got eliminated or aren't here, right? What was the second favorite team? Every single time, it was the same answer, Team Secret.
Really?
Because it's a team you can easily back, right? It's like, if my favorite team doesn't make it through, well, I know Team Secret, I can cheer for them all tournament long.
Do you not think EG are kind of like that team as well, though?
Yeah, I think EG fans are quite quiet, though. I've seen a lot of jerseys, but they're not screaming yet. And see that
we're getting some USA chances now.
Don't do it. Come on, guys. Cut that out. Cut that out.
Look, the American on the panel does not suggest using that panel, using that jump.
All right, they're going to get the Enigma to EG.
Nice.
Oh, gyro ban, by the way, on the other side. The Wisp is here.
Yep.
But they've gone for the Enigma, which is a block pick.
IO. Sven. Nah, I'm sure that maybe.
Because here's the fun thing. Here's where the mind games start, right? They ban the gyro expecting EG would pick the Wisp, but they didn't, and now Secret can't have the Wisp gyro.
The last time this happened to Secret though, and the Eye was in the pool, they left it I think into second phase, or no, sorry, it was they first with the Eye and then they picked gyro later on.
Yep.
So they're a team that doesn't instantly jump on just meta heroes. If they don't have a strategy and plan, they're not going to just suddenly pick it up.
I love the mind games early on though.
Yeah. Of course, and this is what you have to do in a best of 5. You need to, like, all the prep you do, if you enter the first game and throw it away, it's going to muddle them up.
But there's a
Don't you really want Rubik against Enigma, but do you really want Rubik IO? But simultaneously, I'm not sure if EG wants Enigma IO as their opener either, so somehow IO just doesn't fit into this either way.
It might go completely untouched, which would be crazy considering it's featured as a ban or a pick in 99% of all the games we've had.
What I potentially see though is if IO does go through to second phase, Puppy could very easily play the Rubik if it's a good game, and then they can still pick up the IO to pair with the Sven. It's just one of those, you just don't jump on it straight away, it gets forgotten, and now you have an insane IO game just from second phase.
So oftentimes when we see this Enigma pickup, they'll sometimes save their offlaner for last. I'm just saying from the perspective of Team Secret.
Sure.
I think EG learned how to play Enigma from watching Team Secret games, and same should go with their drafting style, right?
It's the whole thing with the like Enigma and Earthshaker. They both do the same thing. They both heavily enable your offlaner, so your offlaner can be this greedier hero.
Yeah.
Like you can unlock all the ranged offlaners just because of these two heroes alone, and that's why you naturally want to shift the offlane pick to the end, just so you can get a very good game for it.
The only time that Secret, I think the only time they did their offlaner opening was when they did Tidehunter.
Yeah.
And I don't know
This
if
is
you
a
want
secret
like
thing.
and the Rubik pick just becomes
This
so
is
good,
totally
right?
Secret though.
Yeah.
Secret had these two as an opener in their games yesterday, and they've played it twice before.
And I would say what swung Evil Geniuses to go for that Tidehunter, they see the Rubik, they're like, this kind of sucks. But Tide against Sven, like I think you're going to be like, relatively okay with this simply for the fact that I don't know. Are you going to be okay with this?
What,
Sven's going to be.
team fight?
I mean, Sven's later on going to have the opportunity for heavy amounts of burst.
If he
He's
gets
got the big war cry there.
Secret probably will have to ban Shaman here, just because it's.
Yeah.
I paid you out that book. Like EG's literally looked at Secret's draft and wow, this is pretty good, guys. And just kind of so far copied it. So I think as well,
Yeah.
the Shaman just heavily enables this opening combo. The fact that you can take this fight, the wards taking your objectives, it's like there's no way you can get onto these serpent wards.
Are you going to
like
ban
the
Doom
fact-
too?
Yeah,
Yo, if they ban Doom, they're straight up copying Secret all the way
And I
through.
love that because we pointed that out in the pre-shows that how they have copied each other's drafts and amended them a lot.
Because I feel like Monkey King was the hero that you could afford to leave out of the ban pool. I would definitely be more scared of Doom just because of his effectiveness against both those openers. And then also Rubik Doom is also like a kind of dangerous lane because you really like the repositioning of telekinesis with Doom.
And especially the underrated Fade Bolt as well. He's a naturally tanky hero, doesn't have a lot of armor, so if you can get rid of the damage, then he's always going to get away.
5 seconds left.
Again, I feel like this Rubik, even though obviously
Like,
Rubik,
tayo,
I feel like
guys.
there's an incredible chance where it could easily be
Wala na
shifted
si
onto the
Lolo,
5
si
row
Lodi Bads natulog data yun.
just for this IO.
So ako na muna
Yeah,
yung
Poppy has
mag-cover
played.
mga kaibigan hanggang matapos dito
Because
yung
it is
event
their
ng
preferred way of
ESL.
playing it, though.
Like,
Grand
Secret could
Finals,
very
EG
easily
versus
end up
Team
having like IO
Secret.
Leshrac as your next like couple
Luck
of picks.
para sa
You then have
dalawang team na to.
you can the IO can play the Leshrac and the Sven. You have this high aggression. You can play faster than the Enigma and the Tide ever want to, especially when you have the Edict
Game
as
1
well.
pa lang Ronda, Game 1. Tulog na si Lodi Bads.
So this is, do you think this is one of those games where Team Secret are going to go, oh, we're going to switch it up. We're actually going to push the pace. I feel like you should with this kind of opener. It's generally considered slow. I would like a really big tempo controlling mid for mid one. And Leshrac fits into that narrative.
I just feel right now, the way that EG's drafting, it's like, okay, so a team who has a strat, they fully understand it. They know the weaknesses and they know the strengths. The fact that they've hit this opening, Secret are going to know how to beat it. So after this game, if EG are to win, Secret's going to start questioning themselves and maybe, I don't know, it's
10 seconds.
Kala ko
really
launa
risky.
na
I think EG's trying to go for this.
Oh,
The fact they're like, right now,
Ay.
copying Secret. If they go Shaman here, then they are literally like role-playing Secret. Cosplaying Secret. All of them. What?
5 seconds left.
I just double checked with production that this is the correct draft.
Yeah, they switched it around.
Because it's just such a mirror image of what they both play. Even the Bane. The Bane is a proper secret.
All right,
hero.
well,
So this is
Hindi na
just
kinayanan.
absurd now.
Yeah, but now you've got, I think, Shaman would have been pretty greedy given Rubik, Leshrac, like a lot of these heroes are hard to play against. They give that nice defensive hero for Fly.
Pag nakuha ko na yung
The Fiend's
t-shirt,
Grip up against
Jack
the
David, okay?
BKB
Pag nakuha ko na
Sven,
yung
and even
t-shirt.
just self-nightmaring somebody, you can dodge Split Earth as well.
It's all about the laning phase
I
as well.
think nasa 3 days lang.
Like in hindsight, their first pick, so they're not going to be able to have that really good last pick. So they need to make sure that their lanes are just strong. If they go for potentially squishier, like a weaker support maybe, then you're in room to be
5
punished.
seconds left.
And I think Team Secret is demonstrating that TNC had the wrong idea in this opener, right? Like TNC tried to outgreed Secret, and it almost works, but at the end, like Team Secret is saying, we know this draft best. Like you should try and push the pace as much as possible. And a very laning phase focused hero
Team Secret's turn to
doesn't do a whole lot for you
battle.
past 35 minutes, but in snapping TA.
At sila sa
He's
Naga
going to lane
pick
up well pretty against the Leshrac if it is going to be mid.
Templar
And now you have your burst damage. Rubik's going to explode, Undying's going to explode. The only one who's going to actually survive is going to be the Sven.
The only way you can shift this for Team Secret is you run a reposition Leshrac, which I think is actually possible with Rubik. You can do Rubik Sven and Undying
medyo
Lesh, or
mahina
you
nga
can
lang dito yung
Rubik
leaning
Lesh
phase sa early game dito
and the
ng
double
EG.
melee lane,
Ito,
and
inis
to
mo
give
yan,
yourself
mga
a
tropa,
counter to the
mga
Templar
yes.
Assassin.
10
Yeah,
seconds.
final tayo, finals. Grand finals.
5 seconds left.
Secret does have, like, normally Secret's drafts, they have a little bit more team fight, they have a little bit
Walang
more presence,
DPC
right?
points.
Right now it's going to be very much, they
Pera,
want to
pera
lead the
lang.
laning phase, and they want to be right in your face, which again, you don't normally say when you talk about Secret. I just think this TA is going to be so hard to kill when you have to try and fight around Black Hole, Ravage, and then there's the TA behind with a Blink. This is a really scary game, I think, for Secret right now, if they don't leave the laning phase, like, somewhat ahead.
Eto guys, pag nakalusot EG dito min
But they're now thinking of the
mahirap
RTG
ito na
hero.
laban para sa kanila.
I think anti-mage could be still pretty good. Like you can easily fight as 4 when the TA gets his blink. You can just let him play on the sides.
Yeah,
There's not a lot of lockdown.
I think this Templar Assassin, like, don't you want a more active hero just because your 4 and your 3 are slow?
Sure.
And then on top of that, like, TA just needs her build-up time on Ancients. If you get a faster hero and can win team fights, all you need to do is win one team fight, and then you've got Roshan into your
Sure.
hands.
Para palag-palag tayo.
Depends if EG wants to adopt the full secret strat where they just pick this hard
EG,
guy.
mga ka-EG dyan, mga ka-secret.
See, and now Secret's scared of like this win condition. For example,
Yeah,
TV.
si Fly magbibing
It just
dyan.
gives you that excellent timing,
And
like we said about
then,
the Roshan as well. It allows
yeah,
you to do
crit
Roshan,
naman
allows
dito
you to do
yung
everything.
mini.
10 seconds remaining.
And Secret do have last pick, so they can easily shift this left up between offlane and mid. They can just decide at the very end. There's no pressure right now.
It's true. They don't have a great deal of flexibility with that Rubik either.
5
No, the Rubik is
4-5, but that's it. Can't really put it mid.
Turn to pick.
Let's track
Game
now
one
the
pa tayo,
only
game
flexible
one.
hero they have. And again, Huskar.
Ito malabo to
That's just
mag-3
because I was like, please don't let them have Huskar. I'm playing TA.
Malabo
That
may
means we've only had now 10
mag-3
heroes not picked or banned at this event. And including qualifiers, only 4.
New patch, the effect of it.
Yeah. Try everything once.
Exactly. And then laugh and
Except for
something.
Morris dancing, I think.
Oh yeah, never do that.
Team Secret's turn to
Famous man once said. Okay.
Back for the Arc Warden, so it is. They're gonna try and outbreed.
Yeah.
Arc Warden's really good at defending
Na
these
mag-away.
towers. You don't stop the Diabolic Edict damage, but
It's the
Someone
first
picked
Arc
na
Warden I
tayo.
think
Uy,
we've had in
Arc
the arena.
Naku, RTZ.
Really? Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, it is.
Bigyan sila
it
dito
feels
ng
like
hard
this is gonna be one of
carry.
those games where evil geniuses are gonna lose like 4 fights, but if they can win 1 after that, then the game goes back to
remaining.
even.
The real question is, do they have the same amount of discipline that Secret has to be able to pull this type of draft off? There's like ultra greed
Masyado
into
sasawa ko
always
si
farming.
Jones.
RTZ, he is known for being a little bit greedier, pushing that extra wave, getting picked up at extra
Korean
time.
drama.
Manish, on the other hand, he's able to play into this type of draft because he's very much more reserved.
There's a hard counter to Arc Warden. He already didn't like the mobility of these heroes. They are going to run that 3 position Leshrac.
Okay. Storm, dito na mid
talked
1.
about, and I think
So ginawa nilang off dito yung
the
Lesh.
Storm actually does better
Which
against
is
the
Zai.
TA than he used to.
And then
Yeah,
mid 1 Storm,
even
ang
if it does
dying
go
naman
bad, he can
dito.
still
Yung
resort to
paring
jungle. Same
Papi.
game with TA. Both doesn't have this
Papi,
jungling
Shaz,
mechanism.
Ben, and then
But again,
Rubik
Storm
naman
being
dito.
Arc Warden, if
Ni,
Storm has a good
tropang
game,
Yap,
this Arc
side
Warden's going
naman
to be
ng
really
EG,
upset. He's not going to have like the same comfortable game that he's used to.
Fly Bean, S4, Tide
It's the
Hunter,
fifth most
Creep.
played hero on
Para
mid
sa
one's
kanyang
playlist now.
Enigma.
That's why it
This
moves
is a
ahead
game 1,
of
best
the
of
monkey.
5.
So he's been playing quite a lot recently.
First
Bodes well.
game. Para
I like
sa
the fact
Grand
that
Finals
Team
dito sa
Secret just gave themselves
ESL.
like a good win condition against Arc One, so they're
Birmingham.
not too like overly
Sino
pressured,
kaya yung
especially
mga
against the Tide
kakuha
Hunter.
dito ng
One of the last things
Mercedes
you want to do is be like,
Benz
we have to take these towers, and then you see a Tide sitting in front of that tower and go, okay, do we try and take this team fight or not?
Secret are really good at making sure they're never truly put on timers. And again, like you just said, they just demonstrated that with the Storm pick as well.
Okay, thank you very much, gents.
Pagandahan ng
Another
bitaw to.
Storm Spirit game. Didn't go quite so well for mid
Parang
one in the
nagliit
first time
ako
he
sa
played
Storm.
it this weekend.
Nagliit
But
just.
second time, let's try again, shall we? As we head into game number 1 of our grand
Shout out sa
final.
mga taga Jensen daw. Dire ilabos Alkin uban ila Dudong og Akiba. Uy, Dudong, lis nga gugilong. Shout out sa inyo. Si Akiba na ayun, broken hearted hanggang ngayon. Hindi halata pero halata.
You know, when you've got a grand final of Evil Jesus versus Team Secret, Rubik going up as Enigma
Walang
and Tide
DPC points.
Hunter, you can get really hard
RP,
really
shout out
fast.
kay
But
RP.
Kyle, let's keep a cool, calm and collectives. This is a best of 5 between these two star-studded teams.
Oh, for sure. I'm not going to lie. This was the finals I was hoping for. Got friends of both of these teams. Iconic, legendary matchup. One of the longer rivalries we have. The new El Clasico now that Navi and Alliance are no longer teams we see in these sorts of situations.
It really is. It's the new age. And this does feel like a prelude to TI.
Oh, for sure.
Secret and EG, they're just playing amazing Dota. EG threw the upper bracket the whole way, and it was EG who were able to get on top of Secret during the group stage, but as many have said before, groups don't matter, but Puppy, he doesn't like to lose. He likes to win, and they win a lot.
Indeed. EG first picking the Enigma, taking a page out of the Secret book.
And then backing it up with the Tide Hunter.
Yeah, this series I think is going to be all about identity. Notably, Secret, they 22 picked this Storm for mid one against a TA. It's not a matchup he's favored in, but when does mid one ever get that sort of matchup? But it's great in the game. It's one of the true Arc Warden counters, and it's also a method of Secret to like find that initiation to actually get fights started. They have tons of damage. It's tough to team fight though if they don't strike first.
Yeah. It's actually nice to see RTZ though moving on to a hero that isn't just a life stealer, where I'm like, you know what, hand Midas into Radiance. We see him being a little bit more active on the map, hopefully early on, but we'll still see the Midas because this is an Arc Warden after all.
This is a relatively slow lineup for EG though. I think if you're Secret, you've got the Undying, the Storm, like you want to play fast and active, and the Zai Leshrac, even as a 3, they'll have maxed out Edict by like level 8, level 9. So easy for them to then take towers and a ton of mid-game team fight. If you look at the raw just spell damage from Secret, especially if a Tombstone's down, it's going to be very difficult for EG to battle unless they get a really good sequence of big ultimates.
Yeah, and I want to see just the prep that comes into this. We've seen Team Secret utilize the Enigma many times, just pulling him off into the jungle, but this time around, like, the shoe's on the other foot. Like, Crit, obviously massively talented player, but Team Secret, they've played this kind of style before. They know how to play against it more than likely. So what do they do to actually slow down Crit?
I think...
Or is that even a concern at the moment? Apart from bottom lane, now that's a big concern. Tide Hunter, a lot of damage, body blocking by Puppy, and there's 4. He'll go down into the tower. Puppy spills the first blood as the Undying, as this aggressive trialing from Team Secret just hits everything.
Yeah, the Undying is such a sick pick here from Puppy because it crushes the laning phase. You can't really do much as a Tide Hunter against this Undying. And later on, it's a way to equalize these team fights because sure, EG has the area control, but if the tomb goes down first, it's very difficult for EG to fight on top of that location.
Watch the rotation to mid. Yapso's looking to try and help out. Mid one and Samel just been throwing all the types of punches, almost killing him with side blades. Mid one needs a little bit of extra help. Static Remnants and Overloads what he's got to work with. He's looking just to chip away at Samel. Here comes Yapsol through the rear. What's he actually got underneath the tower? Mid one's already taken way too much damage. He can't stay on top of Samel to burn through the refraction instead. So Yapsol just creates some space for mid one only.
He's already got Wraithband and a South coming out. Yapzor going to do exactly what you expected. He's going to move towards Crit in the jungle, although no, he's going to get the courier. No, Sumail very greedily uses this throughout most of the early game, but look at the awareness.
Sitting in the trees, that Dire Observer Ward. Yapzor knows where it is. It can wait, and so can Yapzor.
This is a tough matchup for Storm, so Yapzor wants to get active. And in addition, he'd like to stay in the area of Crit's jungle rotation so that he can make multiple plays here. Accidentally grabs 2 creeps. I'll have to drag those back. Wastes a little time, but because you have an Undying bottom, you know that your Leshrac is going to be completely free farming. One thing, though, is they do leave their Sven on an island. He's completely alone up top against an Arcord and Bane. Nisha already struggling.
Seems like he can't even escape. He wants to run to the side, he'll go into a Remnant. He wants to run north, he'll run into Fly. Nightmare can allow them to reset up as Arteezy. He's still got another Spark Wraith available, so here's that Nightmare. Arteezy puts one right on top of him. Anisha doesn't look like he'll survive this. The Spark Wraith moves forward, but the last damage from Arteezy. Fly lets him have it, so the kill happens. 1-1, then on bottom lane, S4 being dived, being harassed down so much in this Team Secret lane. Once again, punishing the off lane of Tidehunter. I say off lane, safe lane.
So it's unconventional, but it's in line with what we'd expect from Secret, where they are prioritizing the Leshrac because he would struggle much more up top. So even though you want your Sven to be this super farmed hero, in fact, they do bring him down bottom. The mid game of Zai, I think, is more important to their overall game theory.
Can Zai actually lane against the top? Like, you bring Sven to the bottom, which means they're changing things up.
Yeah.
How does Zai's position on the track currently go against Arteezy?
I'm not so sure about that, Toby. It looks like we might have a bit of a quad lane here, taking a page out of OpenAI's book.
Okay.
They're daring S4. They know he's TP'd back, and they'd love to find a kill on him.
But no one's shown on top. He has to know that something's not right.
But does he, though?
Oh, maybe he doesn't. They move him a little bit further forward. Zai starts the fight. They pick him up, throw him back, and it really was Crocodile Tears. A Storm Bolt from Nisha helps him get the kill. Once again, it's a support to take him. It'll be Puppy. With his 3rd kill, all 3 of them belong to him.
He should see it coming, but it really, 4 heroes bottom, like, it's one of those things that happens in a pub and you get all chatted. You just don't see it coming. However, it will be a huge punish because now S4 has to do the slow watermelon waddle all the way back to the tier 1. And still, Secret completely abandoning this top side. They're just going to keep trying to rotate.
They're coming over through Enigma. Like, they came underneath the Radiant Observer Ward, so while Crit was farming underneath the Dire Observer Ward, it's very well known. That's why he's moving the conversions up and down, looking for some extra information. Are they ganking mid? Are they contesting me in farm?
Different style from Crit, though. The Apsor Enigma consistently just boots into Arcanes, often skipping the HOD for Mechanism. Whereas Crit, he wants to get that HOD up as soon as possible and look to help his team press towers. It makes sense when you consider how much damage the Arc Warden plus Clone can put out, plus the map control TA is going to provide.
Mid 1, really hoping for a little bit more damage, but Sumail's Refraction keeps him alive. I'm interested to see where Crit also puts his skill points. Just holding 2 for the moment on the Enigma.
And if you look at mid lane, though, Sumail is handily beating the Storm. He did have a bit of support, but wait, hold up, mid 1?
Oh, he's gonna get the ball back, but mid 1, one more attack may do it. No, he'll have to do 2. The Salvage does not give enough help to survive as TA now hits 6. The traps begin, and mid lane gets harder for mid 1.
He must have misstepped while microing Courier. If we could look back from his perspective, I think he just hesitated, and then he's like trying to man up on Sumail, but not realizing like there's just too much damage from this TA with double Wraith and the Refraction active. Now going to Shrine. Already a triple stack on the Ancients for Sumail active.
And EG really, they're playing perfectly to their game plan. They didn't hesitate during the drafting phase. They knew exactly what they're picking and in what order.
And they're happy with this. You've got top completely going the way of Arteezy. I don't know if I like that they've moved Zai up here. He was doing so well down bottom. Whereas now, he's going to need rotations in order to lane effectively. And Crit just farming behind Artur, who's nearing level 6 already. It's only 6 minutes into the game.
Yeah, it does kind of feel funny. Like, if Zaya stayed in that bottom lane, you could have potentially pressured the tier 1 tower and brought it down, but how does that even work for Nisha? We know Sven needs to have a good start. So the sacrifice is you put Sven in the lane where they've had the most amount of pressure. Puppy with a haste rune is going to just mess with S4 more than anything else.
The key is just, again, the Sumail, the Arc Ward and the TA. You talk about vision. These heroes provide so much of it. You have easy wave clear. You have traps all over the place, clone pushing waves. And that makes it so much easier for the big team fights spells of the Enigma and Tide to be utilized effectively.
They're going after Zai. RTZ creates the clone. Yapsor's in the neighborhood, however, wants to tank the Spark Wraith for Zai. Going down to half-life, another Spark Wraith, 2 of them, in fact, into the tree lines. It goes again towards Yapsor. So much damage, and he's alive. They'll have to dodge the third one as the RTZ clones in deep. They toss it back for Yapsor. He can't get out of the trees, but the clone will die. Yapsor begins a TP, the only way he'll survive.
Radiant structures.
You can see that's a bit of a microcosm for how EG is going to look to engage, right? You get TA on the outskirts, blinking in, hit a Deso strike here and there. Arteezy with the clone, just spamming abilities, and then the team fight of the Tide and the Enigma don't need to cast spells, but they can if Secret look to re-engage. Whereas Secret, you want to be able to initiate, find a kill onto one of these cores, and then kind of kite around the big spells, play around your Tombstone. But in order to do that, they need to get something started here, because Sumail is just completely uncontested in the mid lane. Mid 1 CS has recovered, but a lot of those are jungle creeps. You check out the net worth, the TA is significantly ahead.
As 2200, sorry, to the 3.1, 3.2. And we already have our first item, so it's going to be the minus before 8 minutes on Nisha. This is why they gave him the space on bottom lane. He is number 1 on the net worth, and this minus will help him hold that position.
Not bad, actually. In fact, I can't believe he's this farm. He's top net worth after 1v2ing for the initial
Puppy's
few
dead.
minutes of the game.
He can soul rip, he can decay, but he cannot survive. Fly and Arteezy, and Arteezy doing the work while Zai being body blocked up. It's Chris Donated Creep trying to stay in front of him as he runs up the hill. And can he get up? No, he can't. The hits, it'll all not miss uphill. Away to the grave for Zai.
Really well done. And
Decreed your death. Dire's top tower is under attack.
拉比克秘法鞋。现在这个线，秘密好像哪路除了斯温那一路以外，别的路都不太好站。秘密需要酝酿一点抓人的这个时机，好吧？需要抓一抓人。像他们这线上，你看中路 TA 这一路不敢来人，上路电狗这一路有酱油在也不敢来人，只有斯温这一路可以来。有没有突破点啊？突破点这个潮汐吗？潮汐5级没有6，马上到6。 想趁潮汐到6之前再杀他一次，吃这个兵好像就到6了呀，有6了潮汐，芒果科大，踢下来混乱支援，试一手输出最高的斯温，还差一点输出，前4爷还没死，下来一个 TZ 的幻象，锤住，杀混乱支援，再给一个 T。 妮莎这波是拿了个双杀，但是上路的塔被一击推掉了。下路死了狮王，狮王没有墓碑吗？他墓碑是放在哪儿了？中路拉比克一直在补，这拉比克才4级。潮汐。 2000块，这潮汐真惨。这是4号位的潮汐，3号位的谜团，好吧？谜团支配。中路逼塔防，反补塔，塔应该是反补了。但 TA 的目的达到了，就是拔这个塔。滚上来。 2套，拉希克被睡了，拉希克有 T， 哎，拉希克被混乱支援拉了，那只能杀混乱支援了。这混乱支援是 T 大哥躺枪的，好吧？秘密开始起节奏，秘密需要把节奏加快一点。狮王在逼啊 TZ， 哎，这一波没有大招。 潮汐下来直接被秒了，谜团在后面看着，直接拔掉拔掉中路1塔，还杀了2个人，这一波秘密的节奏就非常好了。马上吹风是吧？希望再妹这个吹风 T 能接到，好吧？刚刚上一把妹皇那个吹风 T 有点辣。 但是 EG 的双核还是发育的非常健康的，这个点金快电锤了。谜团是在做梅肯， 斯文在做回音刀。拉比克6级，准备直接做跳了。T 是打跳打米，哎，先做了个魔龙枪。
Double damage.
这个双倍符没有给 TA 留啊，TA 有点不开心。
Hey, but don't worry. The entire time we'll be sitting there having logical thought about the reasons why on both sides.
And Deso's going to be queued up next, so interesting, really interesting from Sumail. I feel like the blink early could have been very effective in this game, just because what we brought up, you know, the team fight of EG being powerful.
Yeah.
Maybe because S4 is so far behind, they're going to look to play more of this passive game. They do have an Arc Warden who rushed the Midas. Arteezy's had a full free game thus far. The 2 EG cores are certainly top of the net worth, but in typical Secret style, their 2 supports are ahead of their counterparts in the EG team, even considering, you know, I'll give Crit credit, but he's more of a 3.5 in this game because he is playing the Enigma.
Yeah, we've actually seen like when Yamsor plays the Enigma, sometimes he's actually up in the top 3, top 4 position when it comes to net worths. But Crit sacrificed a lot of time because he's had around the top lane, looking to pressure it and take the tier 1 towers, gain that map control. So EG have a plan with this kind of space because they have one of the greatest split pushes in the game in the Arc Warden. You send the clone, nothing of real value is lost if it does go down. Yeah, there's going to be money, but you're still going to have Team Secret looking behind themselves, and that's one of the big things. You got big ultimates and you got pressure relievers that come from the Arc Warden.
Yeah, it's a really cool game to think about here. It's going to come down to fights as they always do. I think the Undying versus the big R buttons of EG is going to be the storyline. Obviously, Yapsor's Rubik could turn things around. 1 stolen Ravage, 1 stolen Black Hole. You never know what could go down.
Do you love how also he's not buying anything else really? Like he got his arcane boots. Puppy's been farming up the top lane, trying to get these critical items. But it's the fact that Yapsor is just waiting and saving for his Blink Dagger. He knows that positioning is everything against the Enigma, the Bane, the Tidehunter. If you can get either of these 3, or all these 3 are big abilities, he can just go to town.
For sure.
They see him on bottom. The Eul Scepter from Zai is ready, so they can get a guaranteed stun. Pretty much guaranteed when it's Zai playing it.
Dire are scanning.
They're going to scan and smoke, it looks like, with Rubik Storm towards the bottom half of the map. Again, still not looking to contest Arteezy in the top jungle. They're looking to get aggressive in enemy woods. Typical to mirror movements when you're not.
This is really nice for Fly. He's got an Invis rune. So the smoke that's coming down right now, he may actually break it by sitting in the trees on the right. The Invis rune's only got a couple of seconds left, but S4, he's the one showing himself inside the lane. I don't know if Fly really wants to get involved here. Instead, they find Enigma. Yamsor picks him up, grabs the conversions. The Tombstone's already down, team with Enigma. And in the tree lines, S4 and Fly, they're already TPing out. Leshrac, nightmared up. So no target to yours, no vision either.
This is all right if you're EG. You only lose the 1, you're going to trade 2 for 2 bounty runes. Secret not placing vision either. Nope. Yeah, Puppy does not have any wards, so you won't get anything else out of this move. And in fact, their only ward right now is fading, and it's up by their top shrine. No real vision placed by Secret at the moment. 2 wards on Yapsor. I really like this one by Fly on the bottom shrine area, because it's the typical strategy this part of the mid game is both sides go to the enemy jungle. You want to make sure you have defensive vision to track these movements, because that ward actually protects Arteezy more than a ward on the top shrine would, in a sense, because you get a feel for where this storm is playing.
Yeah, you know if he's jumping top, if he's jumping bottom. Still very surprised just how aggressive S4 has been. Like he's trying to stay close as possible to get that extra experience, get up towards 10, but now body blocking, keep him in check. Puppy, there's a Storm Spirit jumping forward. He'll have to, well, that you know he can't pop anything here. Maybe he does with the Ravage 4 players around him, but there's no follow-up. Sumail and Crit were watching.
Yep.
But the fact you lose Fly as well, Zai was able to catch him inside the Dire jungle.
And this is the big edge for Secret because of this Storm Spirit, the reach advantage, especially once this Rubik picks up a blink. He'll have it in 3 gold. That's what you're looking to abuse. Already a blink on Nisha. They don't want to just run straight at EG. They want to play a similar game to that EG versus PSG LGD series we saw in the upper bracket yesterday, where you're just sweeping the map faster, finding the 1 kill, the 2nd kill, and then hunting other areas of the map. You know that the Arc Warden's not looking to get aggressive just yet. EG not online, so find kills, find towers, and play faster around the map. This is what EG actually was looking to do the other day. So it's cool how both these sides have just sort of swapped identities in a way.
We'll see who can get the better execution.
Radiant's
You're saying like he doesn't want to get
bottom tower is
aggressive,
under attack.
Arteezy, but he's adding so much pressure towards the top lane. S4 is looking towards mid, getting the gush over on Zai. Fly's going to rotate over. A quick defensive heal set from Leshrac sends him up. Samel was looking at Roshan because he has the Desolator done. They kind of want to fight here. The new items arriving, the Kayas, the double blink daggers. It's dangerous if they can kill a Puppey. He'll already drop the tombstone up on the high ground. Puppey will die very quickly. They have to mop up the tombstone as well. Yapso nearby, picking up Bane, throwing it back down. He's done! Combining with the zone running with Rabbit to create space. Chris time for your black hole. Hold to it. For the right line hit him, but Yapso! The stolen Rabbit heads back in, creating the space for Team Secret to gain the control. But Arteezy, he's joined the fight. He is the last man to arrive, and he'll work with Samel to try and disassemble Team Secret. They've got nowhere to run. Mid one just has a TP out. Nisha, he'll blink, he'll TP. Will he actually get away? The Spirit, he'll connect, but there's no more damage from Samel. Both the final cores get out.
What does that even end up being? A 3? Yeah, 3 for 3. No real gold change. All spells used. What a fight.
Let's see it again.
Yeah, the big thing is Puppey gets the tomb off. This forces EG to clump up. They want to try and target this down, but Smel's on the low ground. He missed once, and then the counter initiate comes through. Crit barely surviving for enough moments. You can see Smel's position on the side. He does catch the Ravage, which also finishes off Crit. But once their spells are down, once they use the mana pool of the Storm, even though it's a 3-on-2 here, you actually can't touch the incredible damage output of the EG cores.
Yeah, TA, we've seen TAs explode throughout this entire tournament. Any hero they can find. Mid one knows that he was the one wielding the side blades previously. And then Arc Warden, Arteezy, has just been doing his thing. He's been building up. He's keeping up almost with the net worth of the Sven. And it's going to get more and more as the Mjolnir has been completed up. And he's going to get BTs as well.
The thing is, the BKB timing, that's what Secret is gunning for. If you think about it, sure, you could control the Sven. You could pop the Midnight Pulse. You could drop your ulti, but it's just, you don't have the damage output to kill him through that spell immunity.
And they kind of set mid one going after S4 down towards the tree lines. More support's coming over. Mid one having a little bit of extra. Hello, that's some help. It's going to be Zai BTing himself down. And right on top of S4. They'll get the slow, they'll get the edict, they'll get the stun. S4 breaks through the Kraken shell, but he won't survive for much longer. Once again, S4 a long way out. It's been a real rough game for him. He's on his way to like the Malk Award, a 0-8 Tidehunter.
Yep.
Not a happy day, and they're going for Roshan now, Team Secret.
Where is he supposed to find space, though, Toby? This is the thing. EG, they don't play Secret style. They prefer 2 hyper farm cores, and then their 3, 4, 5 are more of these low net worth heroes. There's not enough space on the map. You've got TA and an Arc Warden with Midas Maelstrom. All
like
S4 can do is take these dead parts of the map and pray that there's no heroes there. But with the bots up on Zai and the threat of a storm, you're always going to die if you're alone and Secret wants you.
If he had more maneuverable heroes like the Puck, which we've seen S4 on, then he'd have a chance to do this. But it's a Tidehunter. I mean, he walks in and he walks out. And you hope the auras can keep him alive.
Trying to see, the BKB timing is going to be everything. You have Zai queuing his up, Nisha only the recipe away. Sumail also just the recipe away. So it looks like both squads will hit that timing at the same time. And then Roshan becomes the objective. Both teams can do it very quickly. It's just a matter of whether you get the opening to do so. Artor picking up the bots now, equalizing the global mobility that Zai has been abusing thus far in the game, and they're going to move straight into the pit. They've got their ultimates active.
I love it. Rubik actually managed to steal the Tempest double. So he might be able to send that little sucker over and have a look towards Roshan, but Roshan's already down to half-life. Smoke up from Team Secret. They're wrapping around through the north side, but Roshan, that's out of 2.5k, now 1.5k. They have to jump right now. Mid one if he wants to get in there. Storm's threat, ready to get some information, but Smel's already got the ace more. The jump on the ring. That's a huge number from Nisha, catching out 3. Maybe you can find more with the clean down. It is a choke area at the moment. Crit can't turn around to do anything. You knew he would die. It's 2 down so far. Nisha wants S4. He's dying to the edict. They'll keep it up with Puppey as well as Nisha together. Maybe Zai. No, his trouble is now gone. They turn attention towards Samel, the last surviving member of Evil Geniuses, and he'll have the Echoes the Immortal, but it means he'll burn it and then die again. Team Secret with 4 heroes. They wait to kill him all over. Samel instantly stunned under a sentry and totally down. Refraction Reputation will buy a little bit of time, but it will not buy life.
How does Secret do this? They're taking a fight in the pit, into Ravage, into Black Hole, and somehow they get a 5-for-1. And EG just got rolled, even with the Aegis. Once the tomb went down, you could see EG was in flight mode, not fight. The Ravage was canceled out by S4, and he just holds on to it, takes it to the grave with him.
And the odds are keeping this game close, but when you have, like, it was a road jam, like, and we had a congestion charge right next to Roshan. There was no way. Here we go. You can see it. Like, they're just so clustered on the southern side.
High ground tombstone. That's it for EG. They are terrified once this goes down. As you said, a great stun by Nisha. The mech comes out, but it doesn't even make a difference. And Sumail, he's just forced to attack what's next to him. No blink dagger stuck in the pit. Secret did a great job coming in and approaching it from the top left instead of trying to run in through the entrance.
Oh, they would have gone for so many times. S4, he's initiated in with a Ravage right underneath the tower. RTZ, stay clear. S4, he won't care. He'll come up right nice and close. Yapso's waiting for it. He's in the tree lines, but it's Bartizi and Sumail hitting the back lines, killing off Puppy. Zai's in trouble as well. Team Secret, they try and turn this one around so they get on top of Bartizi. That'll probably do it. It's still a 2-for-2 trade-off. Templar Assassin picked up, and down we go again. Sven wants more damage. Mid one, not a lot of mana left. Bartizi's clone is killing off Mid one from up in the lane. Mid one with a quick jump. He'll live on 68 HP into the trees and far, far away. Sven's BKB being used defensively. Mid one doesn't have another jump, and they're right behind him. They got Tempest. No,
what a
he
glimmer.
can be glimmered. He actually can walk away. If S4 can work it out, don't walk to the left.
No
Mid
way.
one, he'll be okay. He'll end up surviving. Yapso will die. The Nisha as well as Mid one. Again, are these guys going to survive another slaughter of EG?
I don't even know how these fights keep happening, Toby. The Ravage came up, but as you said, like, there's just the right in and out. The issue with EG is that they have damage problems, especially if Artor is initiated on. Your TA is not this sustained damage core. Your assassin's built into the name, and I know Sumail went for these unconventional items. You remove the blink, so he's doing about as much as he can, but Secret with the Undying, like the Glimmer, like there's so much tank ability on the Secret side, and if they can take out Arteezy, you've got a ton of control, but there's just no damage. And what a glimmer. As Yapsor's casting it, you can see Mid one already turning to the bottom. It's a huge survive. Finishes the Orchid now, further improving Secret's ability to catch off EG heroes when they're found alone.
The second BKB on the map has been done. It's in the hands of Sumail. Zai is still working on his own, but it is one apiece, one on each side.
Yep. It's the tombstone, Toby. That's what you got to be worried about. Once again, that fight is going Secret's way because it's placed on the high ground.
Yep.
Puppy, one of the oldest players in Dota 2, he understands the importance of ensuring the tomb placement is ideal.
Do you like this kind of style now with a disable as the next item? I didn't know like how Arteezy would want to play this, but he's getting a Scythe Device as his next big item on the Arc Warden.
It depends on what EG you're looking to do with this game. You don't have too much easy control, and you don't want to be reliant on the Ravage or the Bane Grip to actually lock someone down.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I like it. You are playing against a Storm. The question just becomes like, do you have the survivability and the damage output? With no BKB, no Force Staff, it's very easy for Secret to just full-on initiate on top of Arteezy and take him down.
Speaking of initiation, Zion's going again. They're looking for the 25-minute rune. The trap's going to trigger, not to mention the Centaur stun. And here comes Mid one into the back line. The Nightmare breaking Crypt free, so we can continue to fight. Zai on almost no life, 58 HP. The TA trap will connect. And actually, no, he will survive. It hit everybody else. They'll just get back underneath the tower. A quick war cry and back to safety. Mid one will do a long jump. And they're resetting again. Arteezy will go for the runes up on top and back to farming.
Very tense game thus far. Only 3k gold in Secret's advantage. Trying to check out, see if there's any huge items that are going to come up anytime soon.
The Assault Cuirass for Sven looks like his next big one. And the Aghanim Scepter for Yapso, he's working on that too.
The AC is the big item for Secret. +5 for their team, -5 for the enemy. But more importantly, you look at the damage output of EG, it's almost all physical. This is a very big item to pick up. I expect somebody to get a Vlad sometime soon. You'll have a BKB finished on Zai in just a moment. Storm having his queued up as well. Those are the items that Secret can abuse to win this game, because there'd be nothing stopping them from just all-inning for Arteezy, ensuring he goes down first. Vision will be just that is what's important. You need vision to win this game if you're EG. You need to either it's tough. You can try and camp a high ground, but Secret, as you can see, even with that last engagement, the moment they recognize EG's there is 5, and they don't have that optimal positioning to find a kill immediately, they're just getting out because they know they can't team fight into EG. They've got to be the ones initiating. Get that first mover advantage.
Man, that's a very high number. TZ going to use his clone just to battle up with Leshrac. It's the defense of the tier 1 tower. Zai does not want to let this go. Do not lose this map control to an Arc Warden because he'll never give it back to you. There's your Vlad stun, but on the other side, so it's S4 who's now got Pipe as well as Vlad's. They're starting to stack up their auras. I'm liking also this itemization now from Sumail, like the ability to play around Team Secret, maybe even kind of reposition himself through that Hurricane Pike.
It's really good against the Sven specifically because that's the name of the game. I was going to criticize EG. They did not have a Force Staff, but really, if you look at it, who can buy it except for Sumail as part of this Hurricane Pike? You need these teamfight items on S4. You've got a Greaves on crit after the HOD, and he wants that BKB, so it's only the Rubik he has to worry about as an interrupt.
Yep. He'll actually need like BKB and Lincoln Sphere eventually, and considering the pace of this game, we're going the distance. This is just game 1 of a best of 5, but it feels like this is going to be at least a 50 minutes before we'll have the exact result.
Exactly, and it's one of those things about itemization that is very team-based. It's not about what's best for you individually, but what does your team need? What can I provide? Because Arteezy, he's ensuring they have control. They want to be able to kill mid 1 and find pickoffs, especially just using the clone around the sides of the map. If there's a sleep setup, now just an Arteezy TP will find a kill because of that Hex purchase, which means he doesn't have the kiting potential of a Force. Someone's got to pick that up to compensate for what your team needs.
Vision's coming down. There's a good defensive observer sentry already down from Evil Geniuses, so if Secret want to come closer, they'll have to get rid of that. There's 1 sentry left on Yapsol. They're going to get the initiation. Chris, he's underneath the tier 2 tower. They went down the side.
Really cool by mid 1. He found him with the vision of the Remnant. Either that or Crit just wandered up too far. Look how aggressive they're playing. They recognize their win condition here. They want to try and hit EG before they're ready.
Yep. That's the Tempest double at the front lines from Arteezy, just trying to get rid of the creep wave as Gush on Nisha, and Arteezy's clone is going to die, so Mel's still trying to get rid of the creep wave, but yeah, it's a tier 3 tower, 28 minutes in. Mid 1, he wanted the information of the high ground, he got it, and they'll take the tier 3 back up to the shrine.
I love what Secret's doing here, and it's the style thing. Every single hero, so valuable. Their lowest net worth is still just 2k behind their enemy offlaner, and look at the itemization that's come out. You'll have a Crimson Guard on Puppey very quickly. That in synergy with the AC and the Sven Warcry.
Good traps. Slowing down Puppey, slowing down mid 1. They don't have any detection, however, so Puppey protected by that Glimmer Cape. And so Yapsaws, keep in mind that he bought Glimmer Cape, Blink Dagger, and then is still going for the Aghanim Scepter because, hey, this is just Yapsaw Dota.
It's crazy. You have 3 BKBs now on the side of Secret, plus all these tools to reduce physical damage taken. So you're going to have the ability to just dive on top of EG heroes, and there's no real way to disrupt them unless somehow Crit gets a miracle ult off, but that's Yapsor's job. He's ensuring he's going to be as far back as possible. Don't let Crit win the game for EG, who need to make something happen. In some way, they need a fight, they need to use these huge ults. Roshan spawning in 40 seconds.
TZ has finished the Scythe Device, so at least they'll have this disable available. And of course, it is twice over when you count in the clone. But Team Secret, they're ready to fight as well. 4-man smoke up, they'll let Nisha show himself. And EG looking to do the same type of thing, wrapping around, and everyone's going to the opposite bounty runes. There will be a 2-2 trade-off, and nothing else really come from this, unless EG kind of feel like they could jump on top of the tier 1 tower, but fortification will make that a bit more problematic, not to mention Team Secret.
Death tax.
They're going to keep moving, though. Secret, they are the hunters. They want to ensure that they find, they're so prioritizing this deep vision, they want to play around it.
They got rid of that Observer Ward as well that was giving EG that little comfort on the north side.
See the line drawn by Fly. He has another smoke active, 6 sentries. EG recognized Roche is up. They had a trap in the pit that saw it respawn before the sentry was placed. And you cannot give that away to Secret. A Storm or a Sven with Aegis.
Mid 1 can start this. He just bolted up a regen rune. So if he's able to disengage in these fights, he can just trigger this and go straight back in, but...
Secret know this is coming, Toby.
Yeah, they've already moved around for it. Puppey is on the southern side, so even if EG come up, he'll still be guaranteed a high ground tombstone.
It's like they're playing with map hacks on. They just read EG's movement, who are forced into this position. They have to use their big spells. Secret have the ability to pick them off so much easier. There's no real catch on the side of EG other than some hero hiding in the trees.
But I like this from EG. Like, if Team Secret's on your side of the map, you can push the tier 2 tower. They use the Tempest double to do it, so EG, they at least get to hold down the high ground.
They saw
the Secret, there's your jump forward. And do they get this kill? Where's the support? Chris moving forward, gonna take it so down one together, and the double start! He's shot in the back line! Flying Chris beyond the disaster! They're gonna get 3 heroes down from EG, moving into S4. No point for the Ravage, because this fight is over. In fact, it's gonna be an entire team wipe. Samalka BKB looking for revenge on his life, but the Glimmer Cape of Yasuo, it just cancels everything. EG have nothing. Mid-1 has an ultra kill. And they'll claim Roshan or they'll claim Rax. In fact, they're claiming Rax. Zai's already there.
What a play from Secret. I don't know how they managed to do this, but the entire game, they've just been running circles around EG. We haven't had a real team fight other than that one in the mid lane that was a trade. Since then, it's just been all Secret. Consistently out-moving EG around the map, abusing this long reach. Artur caught in the mid lane. All you have to do is be isolated for those 2-3 seconds, and it's simple. It's child's play. Mid one, he gets the initiation, pops BKB. There's nothing you can do to save him as EG. You're distracted now, and boom, there's Nisha, double stun, BKB pop. 2 racks all of a sudden for Team Secret.
Man, they just had no way to close the distance. Evil Geniuses and Team Secret. They've claimed 2 lanes. They're looking for a third. Smoke's going to instantly break. S4 can't get close enough for it. Remember, Arc 1's only just spawning up now. They want to get some kind of exit kills onto Team Secret. Nisha will blink away, and they're waiting. They want to fight. The turnaround. RTZ, you can be there. Remember, it's just the clone trying to get as much information and damage as possible, but Secret, they know how to win this. All they need to do is fall back, reset, and push bottom.
That was a 6 steal, though, from the Rubik there. Magnetic Field picked up against 2 ranged, high DPS heroes. That could be game-breaking.
And keep in mind, too, the Scepter cooldown time now is 2 seconds. Yep. He's able to steal all of these big abilities, one after the other. It's no longer a hard choice for Yapsaw. It's every choice.
Dude, and that's level 25 once spent. My God.
Yeah.
What talent's he going to go for? I assume the God Strength, but he could get the stun duration just for
fun. Look at this from EG. This feels like the last roll of the dice. They need to get in here. They do have double ultimates available. They're putting down the spirits already. If you want to walk through Team Secret, they will reveal. They're close. Roshan down to 3k. I'm watching that position of Stormspread, who's actually nowhere near it. He's down on bottom lanes. They've already taken Roshan, Aegis, and Cheese into the hands of Samael. So this is a small mercy for Evil Geniuses to claim this.
Yep. It feels like the one thing that they're missing here, when we saw Secret pick up Enigma Tide first 2 the other day, they last picked these cores that cover the big weakness with the heroes, which is a lack of reach and easy, cheap, low cooldown disable. They had Ember and Spectre. EG, they complement Massive Teamfight with TA and Arc Warden, who theoretically could in some ways get things started, but not with this Dragonlance Deso build on Sumail, nor the Midas Maelstrom of Artur. Like, they don't actually have that catch potential.
All right, can they kill off Yasuo? This will be nice.
As I say,
it's sort of visibility. That's really good money for Sumail, almost 700 for it, and this is all going into his Bloodthorn. He's looking for that disable he can possibly get if the Storm Spirit doesn't have BKB up. Also, I like the itemization from Crit. He's moved off the BKB. He's gone for the Blink Dagger. He knows he needs the biggest hole. At the same time, Zai knows how he can kill him. Run forward, get the initial stun. But now Arteezy will arrive as well. Crit blinks forward. He needs to get the bottom hole, but Zai moves so quickly. And Team Secret, you're right, they're coming for the tier 3. It's got 27 HP. That won't survive.
Yeah, they're going to force EG back immediately. Flash TPing in. Yeah, as you said, already, Megas are a threat. They know that the glyph is active. And I love the item from Nisha. He's just going full hunt mode. He's got Silver Edge available. Now if Tide Hunter, if S4 waddles up to a lane and gets hit just once, like, he's dead. And there's nothing you can even do about it as his teammates.
There's at least a lot of pressure being applied from Arteezy. He took the tier 2 tower in middle lane, keeping the pressure out off bottom. Crit's keeping the conversions, doing its work up on top, all over the map. EG, like they feel like they're drowning, but the head's above water.
Sure. The net worth is close, but a lot of that gold is on Arteezy, and he needs the item. The gold, it's similar to an alchemist, where the gold is deceptive. You'd rather have a storm that's still 4 or 5k net worth behind at this phase.
Here's Team Secret.
Is under attack.
Samael, mid one. Okay, never mind. Thought they were going to jump. Dire Observer was there, so they have confidence of vision, but they won't go further. And Secret is trying to wait out this Aegis the Immortal, and EG do not want to accept that same kind of condition.
Yeah, they've got to make some moves here. It's same story. EG want a team fight.
I'll see
Secret
Yapsor
want
again.
nothing of it.
You know, maybe you just take Yapsor time and time again. Why not?
Good. They know that something's fishy. They want to find the skirmish. They need initiation. EG, they're not too far behind, but they need a fight. They need a fight on their terms. And Secret have not been willing to give it to them all game. Octarine now finished on Zai.
Bloodthorn as well over on Sumail. EG smoke maneuver allowed them to plant a deep observer ward, but Team Secret, again, this creep wave's coming in through bottom. If it gets 2 hits on the tower, the tower will go down. So RTZ will deny the tier 3 tower. That's the last remaining tier 3 tower for them. While the catch out is going to be crit, picked up, thrown back down again. He's got Greaves to buy a little bit of time, same with the 6 charge, but here comes mid one. Flying from all the way down south to ensure he can take the kill. Pressure is coming in through the top lane. Now RTZ is relieving it on bottom, but Team Secret, they're feeling good. Enigma is down for the moment.
And EG, they're still top, but they only have 1 Rax remaining. You guys have to get back to base stat. You can't afford to try and trade here.
Yep, TPs will be happening. Well, Bloodthorn going to work over on Dying. Stormbolt will keep Sumail stunned up for the moment, so Puppey can retreat, but there's no pop.
Just consistent. We've seen Secret do this all tournament long. Somehow they manage to find advantage everywhere. I don't know how. They find kills and pickoffs when they can't fight. When they're trying to force fights, they find them. And in scenarios like this, they just get everything they possibly can out of the map. The pickoff into the buyback.
It's happening again. Look towards top lane. TP comes in from Zai. He's forced to retreat and continue just to chain these BTs and TP scrolls to allow him to get the defense up.
Meanwhile, Secret, they can keep hunting around the map.
They can wrap around.
They have vision up on both high grounds.
Yep, and a Silver Edge. The timing of it's going to wear off. Sven needs to blink forward. Able to find this up with the Black Hole with the follow-up. Blind already dead. Esports got nothing really to give. He wants to stun Niche, but needs to wait as long as he possibly can. The E-Blade from RTZ allowing him that time. Maybe they can wear out the BKBs. It's Sumail being pulled back in by the Vortex. With the BKBs wearing off, Team Secret, they're already moving back. They want to disengage, but how does EG move forward? Where they find their target, it's going to be the Rubik. It's going to be Nisha. Rabbit will stun him up. Now we'll see how well Team Secret can fight without these BKBs. RTZ, the damage output is finally here. 100 seconds, Ven is dead. Puppey already brought back to be part of this fight. The mid one has to get the hell out. Crit's looking to chase him. He's inside the Roche pit. A blind Black Hole would have done it, and Crit doesn't know, so he can't.
This game is not over. You can see EG, their damage output is insane. They just haven't been able to get on top.
They can go for more. He's behind the trees. He's behind the trees. He'll get the Hex off. Zai's gonna...
EG stay.
95 seconds on the sideline, and Yapsor, he's being chased down. S4's nearby. They'll have the guts, they'll have everything to slow down this Rubik. Even with the bash, they find the kill. Buyback available for Sven as well as Rubik, but now up to EG. How much damage can they do in this time frame? They don't have a creep wave. They can't push into the base.
But they're okay with that so far, Toby.
Yeah, they're swinging the graphs. That's what they're doing. They're swinging the grass back up. We're about 15,000 in the gold. It was almost 25,000 in the experience. It's gone the other way.
So it's the same story. Whoa, hang on, bottom.
Mid one. Hex out. RTZ even creates secondary Hex by creating another one. Hey, just keep it perfectly controlled. Mid one. He's down as well. Sumail was ready in case there was a ball lightning away.
And you can see suddenly EG, they've got the tools to find pickoffs around the map as well. The Orchid, now a Nullifier soon to be complete on Sumail, along with the melt hit batch. That's the 25 talent, 1.5 seconds every melt hit. And RTZ with the double Hex and all this damage output, the 350 spark rate damage, anybody that he can find solo will go down. And they have that massive team fight to lean on. They've equalized the game, but not the Rax advantage. They need to keep playing collected. But at this point, if they can keep pressuring Secret, they've been forced onto their own side of the map all game. Secret's been dictating the tempo. If EG can look to do that themselves, they'll suddenly be able to find that fight they've been waiting for, now at an even keel.
EG, up they come. Who's there to defend? Mid one has buyback available. Puppey will be up in 5. Yapsor able to steal the spark rates. So a little bit of defense for him, but not really what he's hoping for. He needs the big abilities. The tier 3 tower is gone. They're accepting the lane of Rax. Puppey moving forward, maybe a little bit too fast. E-Blade pop once again. Keeping Rubik out of the play. They're going to just take this melee Rax and get back Evil Geniuses. Storm 30 seconds away. They're going to get the buyback, but they take the lane of Rax on the lane, which they still have the power in.
Yep. It's big. Crit was farming. He's closing in on his BKB. The name of this game is going to be who reaches the right targets. If you're EG, you want to find Yapzor's Rubik.
My God, Scotty now. Oh, TBC, he's so big. The target's found. Nisha caught out. Crit can't go invis. Sentry ward was planted down very
He has no
quickly.
buyback, and Secret know this. Secret knows he has no buyback for 70 seconds.
Roshan's a long spawn timer though. He's over 2 minutes on the spawn time. So while Team Secret would love to grab Roshan and just go,
No, they don't need to do that, Toby. They can just go straight for that mega creep.
especially when Ninja finds another target. Not both the big AoEs. He's got 4 stuff available tight under. Needs to get back close towards the base. Is there support? Is there team fight? Zai on the dodge. It won't be there. A pick up and a pull back. Buyback available from the tight under. The fade up in the air. He'll go down. The E-blade can't save him. The lightning damage just falls straight after. So much Pierce. Puppy, he's empty. One tombstone already down. Hey, let's kill Puppy and get a secondary tombstone. Now to clean up the mess, but S4 doesn't want the mess. He wants the kills instead. Chasing up after Zai. A TA trap will slow him down. Your Scepter is available. S4, what have you got? A quick Nisha with the stretch. What's the back? Nisha, he'll get the double stun. Hit through the rear. Yapzor there as well. Samel's gonna go down. Team Secret. Huge fight. Huge openings. And now it's Arteezy on the front line. How much damage has he got? He is the big beast. And he's doing the work already. Mid one will fall. Remember, he's not even the real Arteezy. He's only the second imitation Arteezy of the clone.
Oh man, EG. After pulling themselves back into the game, Secret finds so many kills. Nisha, perfect positioning, just consistently finding the pickoffs, then finally just hiding, coming back in, because that's how Secret wins fights. You can't just engage. You need to poke and prod, find someone alone, immediately kill them. They have the reach edge, and especially if you can kill Crit's Enigma, there's literally zero threat any longer on these Secret BKB pops. And you can even see, like, they're so confident to keep pursuing. Zai just baiting here. Watch Nisha just coming in from the side, has the silver edge, bam. Even gets the double stun to make it easy.
Wasn't even intentional. Samel walking up under his own fist and just gets totally nailed.
Back in the game.
Yeah, we can come back live. Black hole, but then Black hole stolen by Rubik, ready to fight, but being stunned by Malphus means he can't get closer. And Crit, what do you want to do? Fight the kill. Teacher's already down. Mid one's finding the back line. After Fly, he's protected by the bubble, but now Fly will go down as well. But the bigger one is Arteezy. And this time, it's the real Arteezy. It's the real deal. He'll make a copy. Which one's real? They think it's the one over on the right. And well, it doesn't matter. They end up killing both. Maybe they lose Zai. No, they don't. They lose nothing. Team Secret, 4 heroes up. They can go for Roshan if they want to. This has the refresher shot inside of it. And they'll do exactly that.
Yeah, they know there's buyback up on every EG hero with the exception of Crit, but it's just tough. There's so much threat on EG if you're going into them. Every time Secrets, I mean, the one time they took Rax, really, they had a huge advantage. You can't go up, even in a 4-on-5, just walk at these EG heroes. They've got too much. Hey, we just
what is this wonder? S4 with the swagger. He goes past the creep wave. They know he's coming. They know he's got his ultimate. The courier is barely able to survive. It was looking and giving the information to Evil Geniuses. They cannot allow this third Roshan to go to Team Secret.
This is a black hole edge for Secret.
Oh boy, it's with the big ulti upgrade as well. He can be protected by the Lotus Orbs. They can't even attack him. Arteezy just keeping the creep wave at bay. The bottom lane still pushing in. TA traps are giving the information for Evil Geniuses, and so is the Arteezy clone. It'll come in. Nisha, unfortunately for himself, being stunned up. And now Zai, a lot of damage. The E-blade as well. Nisha inside the pit. He's so low on life. Still is his BKB available to pick up. Forced up, allowing to get him away. That actually comes from Samel's Hurricane Pike. Team Secret want to reset, but someone has to go to the bottom lane. The creep wave is still pushing in.
Zai will do it. He has those bots available. Enough gold for Lincolns, but wants to save buyback, which is very important status in this game.
Has some confidence. You don't know where the sentry wards are. They're back behind the pit to the west.
The Lesh and the Rubik on Secret have buyback, only the TA for EG. Very dicey. Whoever wins this next fight will most likely take the game because both sides threaten base so heavily. The Roche really more of a distraction than anything else. You don't want to give it up for free, but it's the fight that counts.
Samal starting this. He's already going into Roshan. He blinked in. Puppy wants to have a quick little peek. He hasn't gone inside the pit yet. Take out the trap. Now the Spark Wraith, and here goes Samel back out once more.
So tense.
So many huge abilities on EG as well. That's why this refresher shot is so important. Even for Yapzor, he'll get double black hole if he wants to at this rate. And this has still got a long duration time on it. Watching mid one looking to jump through the back lines. Arteezy keeping the mid lane intact. It's just Undying, scouting for positioning more than anything else. The Hex is going to be reflected. Remember, it's just a Tempest clone.
Yep. I love this pickup.
Well, they know he's in the trees. Already dropping the tombstone. They do have the Orchard Silence. So Polly's going to go down, but they got double tombstone. Block and background. The buyback comes in from Puppy. The West forward damage. It's on the Samael. They're right on top of it. Buyback's there. With the black hole, killing up the Titan. Now he's held in there. Crick can't do anything. He'll go down as well. The buyback's coming thick and fast. Mid-1 wants to keep the pressure on. Arteezy's already retreating back out once more. And Team Secret, the BKBs are down. EG, no, this is the time to fight. This is the time to be involved. They're killing Puppy. This will be a huge kill for them. Yapzor, what can you do to help out your core? You can give him at least a little bit extra help, but now Yapzor's in a little bit of trouble. Hit by the TA trap. They won't bounce over for it. EG still want Roshan. And now it looks like they can claim it. Unless Secret's got something up their sleeve.
They might, Toby, but it's a 4-on-4.
It's risky.
You're still playing against the black hole.
Mid-1's got BKB in 2 seconds, 1 second, but Roshan's dead before that time. Refresher shard is down. It's Enigma with the double black hole. Cheese into Arc Warden, and it's going to be Samael with the secondary life and the double damage. But there's trouble at home. They have to come back.
Secret are winning these fights, but it's because EG are unable to get those huge spell offs. Another engagement without the Ravage, without Black Hole. And in fact, the Bane Grip lasted longer from Yapzor than Flies did. You're not going to win fights as EG if you get picked apart.
How much do they hate these clones?
Hang on, they got the refresher shard because of that buyback advantage. You can see Secret, even though they find the kills, they're so scared because they run out of they can't fight any longer. When the BKBs disappear, when mid-1's out of mana, they have to run. And you can see that the moment these buybacks come out, they're gone. Because if they stick around for just that 2 or 3 seconds too long, EG's cores will rip them apart. They've got so much lockdown and disable. Nullifier could be complete very soon on Sumail. No buyback, so he'll look to finish that up ASAP. And Nisha, he sold Echo Saber before that fight for the Satanic. Love that decision, not just for the lifesteal save, but 30% status resist.
That's if he can actually get it off. Nullifier for Sumail. So if he's able just to lock down these heroes, I'm still actually wondering if it's worthwhile putting the refresher shot on S4 so we just get that Blink Ravage to begin the fight and then get the follow-up. But it's still in the hands of Crit. He has a double BKB in this case.
Dire's top shrine.
We're checking out the levels. Yapzor's almost level 25. It's gonna that would give him the spell amp talent, I would imagine.
Man, yeah, you know Fly is a sacrificial one, but 15, like he's level 15 to everybody else. 49 minutes into a game, that's rough.
That's life.
That's Fly.
It's the difference in the support duos. Puppy more of a 4.5, Fly more of a 6.
Arteezy's taking the tier 3 down. Hang on, right on spell. There's your big jump. They're looking for the follow-up. Tidehunter is there. The Aegis Immortal on Sumail already being broken. They're waiting for the pillar. And Craig! They'll turn around in a second for the black hole. Once they raise it, goes for so long. Secondary time around at the Ravage. You gotta do it. Where's your response? You're dead on subdue. Should have been one back. He's in for a full 2 minutes. They're looking to push forward. Now they're with the stun, Fly up way too far, he can die, sure, we don't care, they look for the bigger target, Sumail further down, and now maybe the damage onto Enigma, Chris gets a little bit more nice level, landing the stun, they need to buy the space, Sumail can't die, Arteezy giving him the E-Blade, buying some time, but Sumail is just being burned down by Zai, the Pulse never does the work, Chris in the middle, but they don't want him either, they want the real Arteezy, Chris TP out, Yapzor stolen Black Hole, finally kicks in, 4 heroes down from EG, none of them with buyback, but they're still up against the Arc Warden. Arteezy can still keep the split push going. They have to watch behind themselves.
Now S4, he has buyback now, does not want to use it. Oh my goodness, the refresher shard used from EG. So close, that was so close to Yapzor getting a huge initiation off that last tick, like the little bit of the spine caught him.
The Ravage just did connect.
And the key there was just the buyback on Zai. He goes down along with the Storm, but they didn't get Nisha, who provides so much damage. And Zai's the true DPSer at this point, especially with that Edict talent, level 25, now with an Arcane Rune.
He's coming to end it. He is coming to end it. He knows the buybacks are on cooldown. Sven's got God Strength in 5 seconds time. Arteezy already burning the BKB coming to the front line. He knows how hard this defense is going to be. The sidelines can push in all you want, but if you take tier 4s, you take Asian, you win the game. It is pure objective-based gaming. Maybe Team Secret can just take this here, right now. S4, Anchor Smash will reduce that damage. Ravage to connect. 2 gas, Airfall able to dodge it. The Rhino told him, but that's easy. The defense is there, but the damage in the engine is too much. Teams finally push through and take game 1 of this grand final. And you bet your Nelly we're going to have a 4-5 if Dota like this continues.
What a way to start it off, Toby. A flip-flop back and forth. A couple mistakes from both sides, but really just capitalization on their opponent's errors. That was the story of this game. Both teams trying to push the envelope, understanding what they have to try to do to win fights. And it just feels like the team that has the easiest time making plays ends up making them, Toby.